If you thought it was already high, get this. National Grid now saying that it did not bill you enough last month. CBS 6 has uncovered a billing error that's impacting 40,000 customers right now in the capital region.
Our Jennifer Lukey first broke this story at noon. She joins us now with a real deal on just who will be impacted and how much you may still need to pay. Jen?
Well, Greg, the amount is different for every customer. The utility says the average for a residential customer is about $10, but we've heard from a number of people who owe much more than that. The error happened on the natural gas side of the bill. Upwards of 40,000 customers owe Grid more than they were billed for, and you can bet the utility is now looking to collect.
In January, we were handed some of the highest utility bills we've seen in years.
I think my average was around $200, and I think this month I paid almost $400.
Mine went up, but what I try to do, I've been trying to pay them extra each month for my winter, so I wouldn't go on the budget. I didn't want it. But I've been trying to pay them extra, but this past month, by extra, I was up high.
And that's not the worst of it. National Grid tells CBS 6 it miscalculated 40,000 of those January bills. The utility is now sending this letter to everyone impacted, which explains that as a result of the error, the company has canceled the gas portion of those customers' last bill and will soon be sending a new bill to reflect the correct amount owed. If you already paid the first bill, the payment will be applied to the corrected bill as a credit. National Grid can't say how much each of these customers was undercharged. The amounts vary, but nonetheless, those customers are not happy.
So I'm on a fixed income. I'm retired. I'm on a fixed income. I don't get extra when this comes up. I still have to pay the bill, or they're going to shut it off.
You do a little planning ahead, and again, when you after the heart attack, when you open up the bill, you pay it as it is,
National Grid says if folks need help dealing with the difference, they'll offer payment plans and waive late fees. But the utility's mistake has made an already tough situation more annoying for many customers.
I hate to tell them they charge me enough.
Now, National Grid says the customers impacted by this should have already received a letter. They're customers who normally get their bill in the first week or two of the month. But this is just the latest of a number of stories we've done on National Grid over the last several weeks. You'll remember when the January bills came out initially, we heard from hundreds of you who were upset by the rate you were paying for electric. It's higher per kilowatt hour here in the capital region than any other part of the state. Grid actually doesn't really control that supply price. We sit along a bad spot on the pipeline, which has been overloaded with the increased demand. Now, the price of electric doubled from December to January and was set to go up another 30% on the February bill. But late last week, we reported that National Grid would freeze supply rates for February and make up the difference on our bills over the next 6 months. So all this talk about National Grid bills lately has likely led to a lot of confusion. The real deal here is that bills are high right now. We thought we might get a slight reprieve on the electric side of the bill in February, but for many of you, 40,000, that'll likely be offset by this billing error on the natural gas side of that bill. We, of course, will stay on this story and bring you updates as we get them. Live in the newsroom tonight, Jennifer Lukey, CBS 6 News.